whatever, but don't join with two devices. It makes a lot of noise. Okay. So I will be sharing and talking to you about adult learning principles, certain factors of education, certain important points, and learning styles. So how many have joined? We are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 or more. Okay. So let me tell you one thing. You need to be, have you heard of emotions in education? Importance of emotions? Have you heard? It's very important. Have you ever, today's students feel teachers are paid to teach us, and we feel the students have come just to time pass. Parents are paying the money and they don't want to learn. There is no connecting factor. Did you get that? There is no connecting factor. Emotion is when you're involved. Everybody cannot get involved to the extent that you start expecting too much from them. But at the same time, the well-being of the student to learn, the well-being that he will progress and you will help him to progress is a positive emotion. And that also the students will get it when there is always a reciprocation, there is always a vibration of positive thoughts. By and by, I want you to be connected with me, because that connection will make you learn a lot and make you contribute a lot. All of you have lot of positive points which probably 1, 2, 3 we are missing, but we grow with you and you grow with each other. All of us grow together. So when I talk of today adult learning principles, I'll put certain factors, but I am not going to take a separate session on emotions in education. They today do emotions even not only for students, they do for patients. Huh. Theater of the oppressed. There is a pre-conference course they hold for education. Theater of oppressed. Because many times the patients, मुंह खोलो बड़ा, आपको बोला ना खोल के रखो. Do you understand Hindi? Open your mouth. I told you to keep it open. We speak like that. Is there any connection that the TMJ may be paining, he's uncomfortable, certain things? So that emotion factor. I will be little later doing your personality, what personality type you are. I would be doing that, a test with you. You will have to answer that test, will come out with a result. It's so amazing, because if you know what you type you are, you build on that, and what is little bit you want to build with other types, you join it, but you feel proud of yourself. Initially, when I way back in 2008, when I became the dean, before that I was HOD for many years, I used to feel I am not a good leader because I am very kind and sometimes I don't punish enough. We all think leader is there to show the supremacy. But when I did this test, it's called Myers-Briggs test. A little 4-5 classes later, I will be doing it. So you will see that I am ESFJ. E is an extrovert. Here, extrovert doesn't mean you're extrovert. Extrovert means you from where you draw the source of energy. Okay. S is sensing, typical of our Indian nature. You're always wanting, curious, you want to know, sensing. F is feeling, and that is my strength as a leader. And J is judgmental. Here, judgmental doesn't mean completely judgmental. I'll just look at you, what you're wearing, and make a judgment. We will explain you what is that. It's judging. It's not judgmental. I'm sorry. It's judging. But that judging tendency, some people, my husband is just opposite. He is INTP or something. Because when I gave the test to him, I got the result as INTP. He's an introvert. He doesn't draw energy. I keep drawing energy from him and I keep complaining. You're not talking. You're not saying this. You're not. But it is that his nature. You know that Shivani from Brahmakumari talks of sanskar, and she puts it here. That is because you are habituated not only in this life, but life after life, we have come with certain, you know, they say dharam. Dharam is not only doing jap or saying that I am this, I am that, and going to a church or a temple. What will keep you consciousness alive is important. All these factors, you must be thinking, why am I talking about all this? You slowly come to know how important it is to understand self. We'll be doing a session with you, understanding self, aligning your goals with your institution goals or your practice goals, life goals, and also look at the word pulling your own strings. You pull your strings with maybe somebody principal or director or DCI, now NDC, etc. But I want to pull my own strings. I want to tap my own energy. I want to tap my own thing. It's all very important. Sounds interesting, isn't it? Those two people who are not come, can you call one? Narendra, you can call one, and Arun, can you call one? I don't know who has not come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2.
And Dr. Jyoti's daughter is not well, so she may not be able to find.
And what about Rohit has come?
Ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And who else is there? Jyoti and
Dr. Mirna has not come, ma'am.
Doctor?
Mirna?
Okay. So if somebody can call Mirna, please. Okay. And secondly, there is a request to change the session. The only thing is, I don't know whether Chinmay will agree. We used to keep the session on Friday last year.
मैडम के वहाँ इंटरनेट इश्यू है, 5 मिनट में मैडम वापस ज्वाइन हो रही है।
Okay.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So, madam is having some
Good evening,
internet
sir.
issue. So, madam is joining in few minutes. So, meanwhile, what I suggest is that all of you are teaching your students since years together. So, what are the difference you have observed over the years in adult learning? Like previously, if you compare the students of previous years and present years, do you find any difference in their learning style, in their preference towards learning? Anything you want to share?
A lot of changes, sir.
Yeah. So can you elaborate, sir?
One thing is nowadays students are very technology savvy. On the flip side,
I'm sorry.
I think half of the students no more buy textbooks.
Yeah.
They're debating totally on digital platform, only
Okay.
on ebooks and scanned books. Even the PGs. That is one big change we have seen.
Yes.
Shall I share the video, Chinmay? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
PPT.
Please. I was just
Sorry.
trying to fill the gap. Please continue, ma'am.
हाँ, ब्रेक के लिए खेद है यहाँ.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about adult learning principles. To be quick, I want to tell you the
Madam, please put
objectives
your
of.
PPT on slideshow mode.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry. So we see learning objective is very important. In the end, we will check whether we have learnt everything. To identify the principles of adult learning, how adults learn. We also want to be aware of different styles of learning, to apply the concept for planning a teaching activity by you in the college. Next assignment for you is to apply all these principles. Our students are not completely andragogy, not completely pedagogy. That is why we have more challenges. So now quickly, all of you think about something you learned in the last 6 months. Something new, not only in dentistry, probably in world of art, during the COVID times, or in the exercise, music, some hobbies. How did you learn it? Why did you learn it? reflect for 5 minutes. Actually, now that we are short of time, reflect only for 3 minutes or 2 minutes. As others are talking, you can.
To the self-interest, madam, to
Yeah.
learn other subjects. Sometimes we are curious to know the other subjects. It is not there in our regular curriculum.
So
My
what did you
hobby
learn?
is,
What did you learn?
I started learning the stock market, madam.
Stock market. Very interesting. So why did you learn it?
Yeah, earlier I never focused on this. Earlier I never focused on this, but during the COVID time and all, so since I had a leisure time, so I thought how to invest the money properly, and also I started taking
Oh,
the
so
stock
the
market.
need to invest the money, and now that you wanted to know something new and you
Yes,
wanted to use it.
yes.
Somebody else can come. Narendra, did you learn anything new?
Madam, I mean, you said about COVID times, so probably I learned a little bit of cooking.
Oh, nice. Why? Why did you learn cooking?
Uh, because maybe uh, because of spare time, and maybe my children also were there, so maybe I wanted to help them. So in the process, I learned quite a bit of cooking also.
So you were motivated yourself to do something for your children, and you
Yes.
also had wanted to use the time usefully. Meenakshi?
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I enrolled myself to the Art of Living course, and I've learned Sudarshan Kriya. Just wanted to introspect myself and calm down myself, and also to understand others better. So that helped me a lot during the COVID times, and it's still helping me, ma'am.
So you had the motivation to become a better person. Probably
Yes,
you
yes.
wanted to, yeah, in the spiritual
Yes.
way, you wanted to be having peaceful life.
Yes,
Shilpa, Rohit.
Evening, ma'am. Yes,
Shilpa.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I did not learn much anything, but I stick to my routine, ma'am. So my main goal is to stick to my routine, get up early morning, go for a walk, then have breakfast, then do some yoga.
Yeah. But sometimes we start some. See, I wanted to learn a lot of educational apps.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to learn apps. So I'll tell you why. Because I wanted to, some online Zoom meetings started, some Zoom calls, and I was asked to be a speaker, how to install Zoom and WebEx, etc. All these things. And also, how did I learn it? I probably just called Dr. Chinmay, asked him how it works, and he gave me some link. I went and searched in the Google. I learned through YouTube. Then there were some doubts. So again, person who knew better, like my children, I asked them. I came back to Chinmay, and Chinmay even took a session and all for many people. So we attended that. So this way, I was curious. I was a need for me to learn the apps because I cannot remain back when I'm taking online sessions, classes, meetings, etc. It was giving me a happiness that I'm learning something new. And it was making me feel I am relevant to times. It was also made me feel very secretly enjoying that now I'm equal to my children. But it can't happen completely. But I know I was thinking I was smart. So all these things made me learn. Rohit, you want to share anything?
Ma'am, from last 6 months, I joined one online coaching. There I am teaching those who are preparing for NEET. So I learned how to use this Google Meet and conducting online classes.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a first time experience using all that. So now I'm improving all that, ma'am.
Yeah. But when you want to have interaction in the class, there are hundreds of apps, but I needed to learn 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Slido is a very good app.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So like that, there are lots of apps I started using. Now I'll be placing few apps for you people also. Started using the videos in the classes because that will be a very effective way. I'll show you that. I also am very fond of music. in the sense from my childhood, I have been learning music, but in between there was a lot of gap. I started learning music. Nobody told me, but I myself explored through my friends. I inquired. They said this is a person, this a person. Already I was learning physical, but now I started online learning. When I realized that the YouTube is a great teacher. So listen, I am again telling you about YouTube because we use a lot of YouTube. But at the same time, I should know how and which resources are good. That also. So anybody else wants to share something? Okay.
Last 6 months, I've been traveling to places where I want to explore. Like I've been to a place called Panna, Ranthambore, where a wildlife can be understood. And then went to Rishikesh, again looking at the nature. So meeting people, the region, religion, and the places enlighten us better and make us evolve into a better person.
Yeah, better person. You're already a very good person, but you meet people, broaden your horizon. So you wanted to broaden your horizon. You wanted to travel. Even I went to Ranthambore twice in the last 2 years. Because I went and went to Ranthambore, I was so happy that when my children came from abroad, I planned a family trip over there. So whether you meet the lion or not, the flora fauna is so amazing. When you come to know how the nature is, you're so close, you feel so tranquil with it. So lots of things, and you started connecting with people. Though even today we spend at least 4.
Every Monday છે ને એક dental લોકોનું dental and professionals group છે.
Hello, I think Madam is disconnected, is it? Dr. Arun?
Hello.
Yeah, madam. Yes, sir. Madam is disconnected, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. I think.
Okay. So once you've finished your the meta cognition, you can just share in a group one by one.
Sir, what we have to say, sir? Pardon me, sir.
Chinmay sir, do we have this the presentation materials to brush up ourselves? Right?
Yes. We will be uploading all the PPTs and videos in our LMS, so you will be able to get it afterwards.
So it's not that uploaded. So the last few sessions were not been uploaded.
Now, from this week, we are going to upload all the presentations as well as. So you will get the PDF of presentation in our material section of the LMS.
Perfect.
And sir, will we get the monthly schedule or something like that?
Yes. I think by the end of this week, we are going to share with you schedule till the December you will get. So you will know that what we are going to learn and what are the reading material required. In fact, we will also try to share the tentative speakers and everything. So by the end of this week, you will be acquainted with each and every part of the course that where the assignment will be there, what are the projects you have to do, and so it will start. We will see that Yes, today is Monday. So by Thursday, we will try to upload everything. So
Thank you, sir.
before our next session, you will be able to do it. Okay. So before Madam join, let's continue what we were discussing previously. That I say you, Narendra sir was sharing regarding a different difference in the students between previous and now. Now my one more question is, what are the different types of learning methodology? For example, you all have heard regarding pedagogy. Am I right?
Yes.
Anybody who has not heard regarding pedagogy?
Pedagogy is part of the MDS exam now, so most of us know it.
Everybody knows. Okay. So, and what about the andragogy?
Andragogy.
Anybody?
Yeah, I have to just guess. Yes.
Don't know, sir.
Sir, other than
Adult
sir,
learning.
other than Narendra sir.
We did not hear, sir.
Andragogy is adult learning, sir.
Yeah, andragogy is adult learning. If you search the literature and if you look at the andragogy and pedagogy, there is now, as the time passes, there is a change in definition also. Okay. And there is something known as heutagogy. How many of you have heard about it?
Can you repeat, sir? What is it?
HU, pedagogy, andragogy, and heutagogy, HUTA.
No idea, sir.
Anybody? See, right
No
now,
idea, sir.
most of the course which are there on NPTEL, Swayam, Coursera, that all are following this method. Heutagogy means it is a sister concern, we can say, of SDL. Okay. SDL means सेल्फ डायरेक्टेड लर्निंग जो हम बोलते हैं, तो उसका थोड़ा चचेरा भाई है, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं कि भाई हम आपको मटेरियल देते हैं कि देखो ये मटेरियल है और ये हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव है, तो थोड़ा पढ़ो, थोड़ा डिस्कस करो और थोड़ा सीखो. ठीक है. तो आफ्टर कोविड दिस हैज स्टार्टेड, दैट इज अ heutagogy. So now most of the course are based on that. Okay. So as you all said that andragogy will be for adult learning, pedagogy will be for pediatric or children's, what we say, and now the heutagogy is for usually on online learning. Okay. Now,
Chinmay sir, can you clarify why we are still following pedagogy in our exams? Why is the terminology?
Yeah, terminology we are using. See, one thing is, as now CBD is coming, gradually we will find the difference in that also. There is one term which is used that we are using a past material. We are using past resource material teach by present teachers, and we are teaching future students. So gradually it will change, as in a medical education now CBMES came, and same way in dental education CBD is coming. So with that it will gradually start, sir.
Thank you.
Ideally we should not follow that. We should go for either andragogy or now in heutagogy, but this is started. So ball is rolling, and this is the, I think, dream of Nagda madam, that let's try to do on our own also, because government में क्या रहता है, the thing in government is they will take their own time, they will take their own machinery to get updated. While world is going ahead, we are at our own place. So let's do it. We are the torch bearer, and let's try to do it.
That's what.
Yeah, I think madam is back. Madam, please continue now.
Yeah. So reflection, I asked you to reflect. So if I can ask Arun to reflect very deeply, more more connectedly, what happened in Ranthambore? What happened? He can even say, so what happened? So what it for me? And now what? Do I want to go back and do something for the animals? Do I want to be friends of those tigers? And the tigers are being treated well? Do we keep a proper flora fauna balance in the... So there are a lot of things we can think. This reflection is a complete session, but we will take the session with you in short later, because you'll keep on reflecting with me. Because reflection makes you remember. Reflection makes you recall. Don't recall something not very pleasant. And if you recall unpleasant, then tell your mind, okay, that happened, now it's past. I can't change anything in the past. So something like that. Okay. So adults can reflect, they are observing, they have the real life concrete experiences, they can conceptualize in the mind because they have some experiences. The mind bucket of an adult is not completely empty. The mind bucket is always little full. So I will say, this is not the way, that is the way. We learned it that way. My teacher told me that way. Pedagogy is a way. Pedo means the children. Gogi is learning, education. So andragogy is adult learning. But there is a blend of lots of things that we need to do in the dental colleges. So we'll talk about it. Whatever Narendra and other people asked, all the questions are answered in the slide. Adults also want to be actively experimenting. If you are told competency-based education to be done, and the competencies are given by the National Dental Commission, you will say, "Arey, ye competency nahi diya, wo competency nahi diya." The practice of a young practitioner who comes from after passing BDS should be able to give an intramuscular, parental, yeah. So that is usko ek injection bhi dene ko aata nahi hai. He is not able to palpate. So we need to make those things, and that can happen only when the colleges abroad, the competency-based curriculum is done in such a manner that they are given broad competencies, and the colleges are asked to make the competencies themselves. Okay. So now I'll give you 5 minutes here in 3 groups. Samik, can you divide them? Okay,
madam.
If there are 3 people, there will be facilitator. There will be a presenter who is going to come and present. Every time the presenter will change. So the facilitator, the record keeper will keep the record and the time. Record is noting down what all you talk. Point. Okay. So now, how is this different from your learning in school? How today, what you learned, I learned music, you learned cooking, you went traveling, you learned a lot about people. Some people learned something regarding self-improvement. Some people did other classes. So how is the learning different? I'll give you 3 minutes only because we have less of time. Breakdown. Samik? He's not there. So see, I'll ask you to break into groups later. Now we'll go ahead. So now teachers play a key role in delivering knowledge to the children, whereas we are only supporting the adults. May not be our students 100% only supporting. We give knowledge, but later on we have to support also. I told you we have a larger task. And children typically have no choice but to say, "Ye curriculum hai, ye aaj padhna hai, kal leke aana hai." So sometimes the children are enthusiastic, sometimes they are not. If they are engaged properly, adults are not enthusiastic if they have no choice. If I tell, ऐसा ही करना है आपको, आप बोलेगा ऐसा कैसा, मैं ऐसा करूंगा, आप कौन बोलने वाले होते हो? ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं. Adults have their choice, they have their mind, and child-oriented learning provides a basic foundation, because in the pedagogy, the schools have to know the certain mathematics, certain basic principles, certain moral science, maybe some geography is a compulsory hai, because they must know all these things. So the role of a teacher here for adults may be just that of a mentor, a coach, a peer or a friend, or an expert who can guide you. Adults are continuously learning every day from the nature. every day from the experience in college. You will not try not to make the same mistake again. But you are experiencing, experiential. You're also learning. You want to do better. And adults understand why they are learning. Motivation levels are high, and motivation levels are intrinsic motivation. Okay? So there is a difference between by and by, lots of things will come, so don't worry about that. This is, can somebody tell me what is wrong with this slide? But I liked it so much that I put it. Or what is good about the slide or bad about the slide? This is not allowed. This is plagiarism, please. इसका फोटो निकाल के डाला है ना? Are you getting me? हाँ. But see, the differences are so well given. I didn't have much time because I changed the whole presentation. From morning I've been working on it and I wanted certain things. ऐसा कभी नहीं slides में डालोगे आप. Even for the students. They are going abroad, they are here, we must know. See, very good. Adults are participants. They are called participants. You are all called participants. We call it session. We never say you are students. We say today's participants. Today participants, one hasn't come. And there are a lot of freedom. Learners.
Chinmay sir, I think you have to come in, otherwise there's a lot of silence here. मैडम का कनेक्शन बार बार जा रहा है. चिन्मय सर.
I guess it's stuck again, sir.
Yeah. I think
चिन्मय सर से बात हुई. चिन्मय सर से बात हुई. समझ आ रहा है. सर मैडम के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, 2 मिनट में आ रहे हैं.
ठीक है सर. Dr. Arun, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Okay. No, even I just wanted to add, even I have also been twice to Ranthambore this year. I think a lot of people coming to Ranthambore.
Actually,
just a minute, just a minute.
वो गलती से
Hello?
किसी ने अपने ग्रुप का व्हाट्सएप कॉल स्टार्ट कर दिया है. Somebody started WhatsApp call of our group.
I think the call is started by ma'am only.
Okay.
Sir, I've been to Patna also, sir, last week.
Hello. ओके, मैं ज्वाइन होके बोल देता हूँ उनको. I think there also even madam is not answering. Let me talk to madam once that if the same issues continue, we can postpone the session. I will just talk to madam.
हाँ थर्सडे चलेगा. थर्सडे क्या है? एक मिनट. 29, 30 नहीं, थर्सडे नहीं चलेगा, वेडनेसडे चलेगा मेरे को. हाँ फ्राइडे नहीं चलेगा. फ्राइडे हम गो. हाँ okay. Yeah, I have come on the group now. Hello. Somehow both the GeoNet and my mobile both are creating problem today. But actually I have Airtel. There are two options. We'll continue a little bit. If it goes again, I don't know. We can continue on somebody. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So I think, madam, we will update in the group regarding the date and time by tomorrow morning, so everybody can plan accordingly, because everybody need to has lots of plan, and according to our presentation, they will be modifying. So by tomorrow morning, we will update in the group.
Yeah, but now that I have connected, I will continue till what time I can.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
So I said participant involvement is vital. Learning is a real life problem centered, because see, in the life, you want to get a promotion, so you will do something. In life, you want to achieve, be a better teacher. You want to be peaceful. So all these are real life problems. Participants are seen as primary resources for ideas and examples. You want ideas, so you join this group. You will learn from each other by and by. You will see that. Okay. Now, andragogy or adult learning is suited for problem solving, structured formal learning, learners with a defined need to know. You want to know more about education. You want to know about is pedagogy is the teaching style. Pedagogy is you are giving the information. Maybe you are giving information higher level also, and you are testing. Andragogy is adults. They already have some experiences in life. They already have learned something. You're building on the learning. So andragogy, adults learn better from experience. Even if they make mistakes, you will learn. Adults favor a pragmatic approach, very practical approach, and must apply to learning to solve a problem. Adults need to be involved in planning and evaluation. You will see by and by, a lot of questions will be asked to you. How do you want to know? What shall we do, etc. Adults are most interested in learning things that have immediate relevance. What's in it for me? This word is very important. What's in it for me? WIFM. Please note down this. Every time we ask at adults, what's in it for me? So how do adults learn? What motivates an adult to learn is curiosity and the need to know more. Truth is that adults are complex individuals. So there is no one size fits all. I can't be same to all of you. I said the nature is different. Some people like to work in groups. Some people are solitary workers. Some people don't like to make PowerPoint. They like to be more talking and presenting it orally. Different types of people are there. And adult learning theories provide a foundation to define and marry a learning need to its most appropriate solution. The learning need is important, and that is how you're doing it. Now, before I will be dealing with adult learning principle 3 times in different ways. So this is the first slide. Adults have higher self-direction and motivation, right? Self-directed. I want to do something. How do I do it? Where are the classes or where are the persons who know better? Adults use their life experience to facilitate learning. Please switch off your mobile. Adults are focused on achieving goals. Adults need to know how the information is relevant. Is it useful to me in my workplace or my practice or my life? Of course, hobbies are something that gives you pleasure. And slowly, we will see that you all develop some hobbies. See, around us, we are a person. Around us are lots of things, accessories that adorn us. I am a MDS, okay, but I cannot be at 19, whatever year I passed, and still antiquated with today, yesteryear's teaching for tomorrow's students by today's teacher with old concept cannot be done. Adults are practical. Adults are looking for help and mentorship. And if you don't ask how to do it, what to do it, you will remain away and back. Adults are open for modern ways of learning. We are all, I want to know everything about the online education. I want to know more about today's way people are talking about all these different types of learning. Adults want to choose how they learn. I'm just giving you example of myself. Put it to yourself what you want to do. So what is the role of a teacher today? Can anybody answer? Share it with your partner. But here you can't share it. This is a new method of teaching in your classroom, which immediately, Meenakshi, tomorrow you can apply. Think, pair and share. It's called think for a minute. Share with your neighbor. The neighbor shares with you and share it with the group. So think, pair and share. So new one method of interactive learning. So can you think what is the role of a teacher? Fatafat?
Facilitator of learning.
Facilitator. Then somebody else?
Motivator.
Yeah, okay. Adults are we'll come to that again. Adults are self-directed learners. The teacher is a facilitator to assign clear responsibilities. I will tell you what is more important in your college. Please diagnose that, find out. Formulate your own learning objectives, Arun. In the army place where if you're teaching, formulate that. Or if you're more interested in educational research or looking at 3 years later where your posting will be, where how you can collect good governance data, leadership, etc. You need to find out that. Identify resources to achieve. From where can I get the resources? How can I improve myself? Great deal to contribute. Adults can contribute. Each one of you can contribute to the session to improvise the session. You have wealth of information. So the teachers ask, the facilitator asks, it should be no here. I purposely kept that. I wanted to ask you, but there is no time. The facilitator asks for inputs. Adults will recall. How did you learn? So adults will recall about it, and they already know whatever they will share. Build on the existing knowledge. You're not going to sit under the tree and say, now I'm going to find out how the gravity works and Newton said the apple falls and how it falls. You are going to build on that. Already there's so much knowledge explosion. You're going to build on that and use your experience too. They are interested in immediate problem-centered approach. They want the classroom. The students are mostly unable to understand the removable partial denture, the different part, the major connector, minor connector. So how can I still show them, still be very practical? That's one example. Facilitator can assign a real job, divide the job, give you example, use stories to link the
हाँ मैडम फिर से चले गए लगता है। हेलो, आप सबको आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ सर।
मेरी आवाज आ रही है लेकिन सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही है शायद, है ना? हेलो, मैडम की आवाज नहीं आ रही है ना?
नहीं नहीं आ रही। मैडम का कनेक्शन नहीं है।
अरे यार। हेलो, हाँ मैडम से बात हुआ अभी। मुझे लगता है तो वी विल क्लोज दिस सेशन फॉर टुडे, क्योंकि ये मजा नहीं आ रहा है आपको भी और मैडम को भी। तो you can start working at other place, I can understand. So we are closing session, okay, and we will update by tomorrow afternoon the new date and